Alright, so let's talk about Kung Lao as a cameo fighter, right? I definitely think he needs a nerf in Mortal Kombat 1. Some of these cameo fighters are just as dumb as the main characters, which kind of doesn't make any sense. I understand that the cameo fighters are meant to complement your character's shortcomings, meaning like their weaknesses to a certain degree. They're not going to be able to cover everything, so you're just going to have to deal with that and take that with a grain of salt. So basically, Kung Lao can complement you in the neutral, especially if your character has access to projectiles such as like Rain, Kung Lao, Liu Kang, especially Liu Kang. That shit is fucking insane how like that's even allowed. But it is what it is, right? So Kung Lao's recharge rate is way too quick. The opponent recovers almost instantly off of this move. It's incredibly useful in the neutral. It gives you substantial amount of plus frames. It's really active. It is a low, so you're kind of conditioned to block low every now and again because you don't know when the opponent is going to go for this move. So you're kind of micro ducking or micro crouch blocking every now and again, excuse me, because you don't know when this move's going to come out. Sometimes you'll probably randomly jump, which also opens up the window for the opponent to anti-air you, which makes this move very annoying to deal with in the fucking neutral. The move is actually really quick. Kung Lao's startup time is actually really quick. When the opponent gets in on you, especially like if you're using General Shao, this actually benefits General Shao dramatically because General Shao typically, at least from my experience, I don't think he has good pressure like that by himself, right? Even with certain other cameos, I don't think his pressure game is that good. However, when he's paired up with Kung Lao, this situation is dramatically different. It not only complements his mix-up options, and Kung Lao can complement other characters' mix-up options and their pressure situations, right? But if you block the low, and even if you flawless block it, which doesn't make any sense, right? He's still plus on block. So this gives General Shao actual pressure. But not only that, if you get hit, you get a high hit advantage. Now, players in the neutral, when it comes to this buzzsaw hat, they're using it to break neutral. But not only that, they're also using it to create this hard to blockable situation to where they can abuse the up block situation in the game. Meaning that the low buzzsaw hat, if it hits you, they can literally get a combo off of that if they time their attack correctly. And they time this whole thing correctly. Let me just be more precise about it, right? So it kind of creates this really fucked up mind game because the opponent, if they think you're gonna jump to, go for like this air to air against, them because you think they're gonna jump to set this up, they could just dash up and just sit there and watch you jump, and then you're completely vulnerable because you can't block their attack, and you get fucking comboed for it. So his buzzsaw hat gives you many different applications that you can apply, including close range engagements, like I said, when it comes to the mix-ups and shit like that. You can also extend your combos off of this. You could potentially start up a combo with this if you jump in at the wrong time while they got this buzzsaw charging up, or while the buzzsaw is chasing after you and you kind of move a little bit, you'll get hit. This is also a prime example because I was experimenting against this dude and he had no fucking idea what I was doing, because I was kind of curious about this low buzzsaw hat and why everybody keeps fucking using this character. And like I said, I haven't trained against any of these characters at all just yet. I'm going based off of my own personal experience, but I think I'm pretty accurate on what I'm talking about. One of my biggest issues with this character, okay, is the fact that his recharge rate is way too quick. So you can spam out this buzzsaw hat way too many fucking times. Not only that, the opponent recovers almost instantly off of this fucking move. Which is insane, especially given the fact that this move is incredibly strong, especially in close range engagement. So it doesn't make any sense as to why this is the case. Even with Kano, like Kano comes out really slow. His startup time is slow. Even if you go for his blades, his eye beam, which is unfortunately not a mid. When it comes to his any special move, basically with Kano, right? Now people can argue and say, well, Kano, allows you to move, while you're attacking the opponent or like while you're charging at the opponent. Yeah, that's true, but you have to set it up correctly. So Kano has his strengths and weaknesses in this game when it comes to him being a cameo. So I think he's really effective when it comes to the knockdown game, I think. Because if the opponent tries to armor, technically Kano can break that with his two blades, if you set it up correctly, like I said. As far as the neutral game with Kano, Kano's not that good in the neutral, I don't think. The reason why I say that is because Kano's pretty reactable, right? And you kind of have to get the opponent worried about your main fighter instead of Kano. in order to make Kano effective in the neutral to a certain degree, to where he can assist you in the neutral. But like I said, I definitely think Kung Lao is annoying as a cameo, and I'm still kind of confused as to why they thought, Kung Lao is a good idea to make a cameo instead of like another fighter that we haven't seen in a very long time. And of course, people are gonna be like, "Well, you're so ungrateful. You're blah blah blah." But no, that's not the case. Like, dude, why is Scorpion, Sub-Zero, and Kung Lao cameo fighters when they're main fighters in the game? You might as well give them those moves that they have right now to the main fighters. Like, it doesn't make any sense. I would rather see Kai as a cameo fighter or as a main fighter. You know what I mean? Like, this is just my thoughts on it. Like because I have other thoughts that I actually want to talk about when it comes to the cameo fighters, but I don't have enough time for that actually right now. I'll probably talk about that another time because I definitely want to talk about my thoughts on the cameo fighters and like the pros and cons of cameo fighters and like my initial thoughts on them, because I think they're good, but I think they're also a bad thing. And I have a lot of different reasons as to why I personally feel the way that I feel towards the cameo fighters. So you guys let me know what you think about this in the comment section down below. How do you personally feel about Kung Lao's cameo? How do you feel about Kung Lao as a cameo fighter? Let me say that again. I'm a little too tired here, but you guys let me know what you guys think. Now, keep in mind, like I said, I have not labbed against any of these characters yet, so things might change if I decide to lab finally after all this time. Even though I'm getting close to becoming a god player, but it's surprising how far I've actually gotten without even labbing. It's kind of nuts. But like I said, I personally think Kung Lao needs a nerf. I feel like his recharge rate needs to be a little bit slower, right? Like slower, like Kano's, right? You can keep the recovery the same, the speed of the move the same, and shit like that, right? But another thing that needs to be nerfed, and this is what I would do, right, is I would make it to where if I flawless block this move, you should at least be minus as hell on block, right? Fuck all that, oh, you -6, -7, -10, -12. No, you need to be at least -15. Easily. Because if I flawless block that successfully, you need to be unsafe on that. Because you can create a mind game off of that buzzsaw hat where if I meter burn and you don't go into it, then I'm the one that's fucked. So, like I said, because you don't even know when the player is going to go into it. So, yeah, I definitely would make these two changes for Kung Lao. But then people are going to make the excuses. You just bad at the game. You suck at the game. It's always some damage controlling excuse to justify as to why this move should be in the way that it is. Just like with Serena. A nigga in my comment section down below was talking trash because he didn't like the fact that I was exposing Serena for what she is. Because a lot of players, including the sweaty ones, including the god players, are using that fucking character, dude. They're literally using that character and dumbing her down to one move because she is a turn stealer. Even if you successfully hit her or you make her whiff, it does not matter. Even if you block the attack, it does not matter. So, like I said, NRS is very notorious for creating situations to where those situations should have never happened to begin with. And of course, people are not going to like the fact that I said that, but I don't really care because you're not the one. You're how should I put it? If you haven't played this game yet, then just shut the fuck up. Just be quiet. Now, I'm just being brutally honest about it. Okay. Now, if you have played this game and you're the ones using it, and then you're trying to downplay it, no, come on, bro. Like, come on. You know what's up. Every Johnny Cage player I've gone against, I have yet to see you use a Kano player, or you use a Kano cameo. Use Kano as a cameo. Excuse me. I have yet to see it. I wonder why that is, man. I wonder why that is. Because Kano actually takes skilled use. You can't just use Kano and then just win. You gotta work with Kano. And Kano gotta work with you. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, yeah, I definitely think Kung Lao should be nerfed. This is just my personal opinion. Other people may feel differently about it, and that is perfectly fine. But if you're saying stupid shit, I'm probably not even gonna respond. I just don't have the energy to entertain retarded comments. And I'm just being brutally honest, and I'm not trying to be cocky or an asshole. It's just that you know what the deal is. Most players that have good amounts of experience, they know why they're picking these characters. Okay, they're not just picking these characters because, oh, this character complements my character because of this and that. No, you're picking this character because the character's stupid. You know why you're picking this character. Just like just like with like Sonic Fox, right? Sonic Fox picked like the dumbest character in the game when, you know, the game is new. Who did Sonic Fox pick up when the beta came out? He picked up Kenshi. Why did he pick up Kenshi? dude, it's a pattern with him. If you guys look at the certain characters he has picked when betas would come out for certain games, he has picked the dumbest character in the game. Like I'm not even joking. Who did he? And you guys can say I'm lying. You guys can say I'm lying or whatever. But who did he pick? He picked Kenshi. Why is that? He didn't just pick Kenshi because I want to use Kenshi. I want to just use Kenshi. But no, he picked Kenshi completely. So you guys just don't get it. Yeah, I don't think you guys get it. I don't think you guys get it. You know, he's exposing the fact that Kenshi's dumb in the game. Like he literally just exposed the fact that Kenshi's dumb in the game. And then on top of that, like, you know, I'm gonna leave it alone because people are gonna call me an asshole and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like people gonna think, you know, like I'm never mind. It's not even worth it. Y'all get what I'm saying. Hopefully, the certain ones know what I'm talking about. But I'm hoping that they nerf Kung Lao. I'm hoping that they nerf Serena and they do it correctly because, like I said, the way that I would actually nerf Kung Lao is the two certain ways that I talked about, such as flawless blocking him and making it minus on block. Okay, minus enough to where I can punish you for it if I make a correct read. And I manage to flawless block you. If I fuck up the flawless block, then look, you get pressure, my boy. Another thing is that with General Shao's block stun, I'm pretty sure there might even be a jail guaranteed plus situation for General Shao because General Shao with his, I knew he was gonna press a button right here too, but anyway, General Shao with his with certain combo strings that he has access to, he has a lot of block stun on him, like a lot of it. Like, and I was like, damn, I can't even swing. Like, so, yeah, you know, that's what I would do, and I would slow up his recharge rate, like kind of like Kano's recharge rate, and then Kung Lao would be balanced out. Like, I wouldn't have a problem with him technically. But in his current state right now, yeah, he definitely needs to be cut. Paul, big Paul. Yeah, y'all get what I'm saying. Like, he needs to be reworked a little bit. To balance him out a little bit more, and that's just my opinion. But of course, some people are like, "Well, you're destroying what the character is about." No, I'm not, because he's still the same. It's just you have to be smarter, and it takes a little bit more skill to manage your meter with Kung Lao, and it takes more skill for you not to just be able to just continuously spam the move out whenever you want, because you know for a fact that the opponent's possibly not going to spend a whole bunch of bars of meter on it. And then what's kind of dumb is like if I don't have resources because I broke out of your combo, you can just kind of spam this move, and then there's just like endless pressure. So let's be honest here, because you guys don't want to have that conversation with me. And keep in mind, I have not labbed against these characters yet. And I know all this information by now. Now just imagine if I did lab. So, that's all I really got to say. Hopefully you guys are doing well out there. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. Peace out.
Fatality. Johnny Cage wins.